Welcome to Behind the Bars TV. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about one of the UK's most hated prisoners, and that is Ian Watkins. Ian Watkins was the lead singer of the band The Lostprophets. Now, what I'm about to show you is quite graphic, and it is quite upsetting and disturbing, but I've put it together as best as possible for you lot watching at home. So what I've done, I've got enough information off the internet and scripted it all up, put it all together, put some visuals together, and done this video with my voice over the top of it. So hopefully you're liking the new style of video. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I don't know what went wrong because I reported the images that he'd sent me. I went straight to the Chief Constable.
These were, in our view, offences against infant children of such shocking depravity.
Ian Watkins, the lead singer of a well-known group, Lostprophets, is the focus of today's crime documentary. In 2012, Ian Watkins was arrested on charges of conspiracy to engage in unlawful activity with multiple kids, possession and distribution of indecent images of kids, and other related offences. Here are some of the shocking revelations about the top-notch singer of its time. Ian David Carslake Watkins was born on the 30th of July 1977 in Merthyr Tydfil. He later moved to Pontypridd, where he attended Hawthorne High School with future Lostprophets bandmate Mike Lewis. He gained an honours degree in graphic design from the University of Wales, Newport. Watkins grew up listening to mostly American rock and metal artists, and in 2004 mentioned the band Faith No More as his biggest influence. He was the lead singer and frontman of the rock band Lostprophets, which he co-founded with Lee Gears in 1977. After Lostprophets made its debut in 1997 with Watkins as the lead vocalist, it released 5 albums between 2000 and 2010. Selling millions of albums worldwide, the band had 2 top 10 singles in the UK and a number 1 in the US alternative chart, alongside winning multiple music awards. They released their 5th and what would turn out to be their last album, Weapons, in April 2012. The band would perform their final gig together in Newport, Wales on the 14th of November of the same year, just a month before Watkins was charged. As far as Watkins' arrests and convictions are concerned, the police had information about Watkins as far back as 2008, but it wasn't until 2012 that he was charged. He had long protested his innocence from the day of his arrest in 2012 up until the day of his trial a year later, when he finally admitted what he had done.
There is no doubt in my mind that Ian Watkins has exploited his celebrity status in order to abuse young children.
Watkins was described in court as a determined and committed pedophile.
These were, in our view, offences against infant children of such shocking depravity that a very lengthy sentence of imprisonment was demanded.
Joanne Majelisk, an ex-girlfriend of Watkins, recalls him displaying multiple graphic images with minors or paraphernalia of drugs as early as 2010. Appalled by the content, Joanne had made multiple complaints with South Wales police, though very little action was taken at the time.
I don't know what went wrong because I reported the images that he'd sent me. I went straight to the Chief Constable.
In 2010, an Australian woman who had also come forward accusing Watkins of assaulting her child, though the allegations were not investigated any further by the authorities. During the recording of the band's 4th studio album, The Betrayed, in 2009, Joanne was made aware by Watkins that he was abusing a 2-year-old in California whilst the band was recording in Los Angeles. Joanne contacted the child's parent, who had also reported him to Welsh authorities, though again no further action was taken to investigate the matter. Watkins was first apprehended in June 2012 in connection to 2 various drug charges, and he was granted bail shortly afterwards. Watkins had already attracted attention from Welsh law enforcement after several friends reported that he was regularly smuggling cocaine and methamphetamines from Los Angeles. He was arrested again on the 4th of November for drug possession and a separate allegation that he possessed an obscene image. He pled not guilty to the charges of possessing explicit material shortly after being granted bail yet again. He was arrested a third time on the 17th of December 2012 due to another drug possession charge. South Wales Police immediately conducted a search of his home and computer in connection to the prior investigation. On the 19th of December he was charged at Cardiff Magistrates Court with conspiracy to engage in lawful activity. He plotted to abuse 2 babies with their mothers in text and internet messages in which he spoke of his desire to cross the line and to intoxicate 1 young victim by blowing crystal meth smoke into the child's face. Moreover, the 2 women aged 21 and 24 had also sent him indecent images of children who were as young as 10 months old. They were also sentenced to 14 and 17-year prison sentences. Apart from these revelations, he attempted rape of a very young child in a hotel room in Shepherd's Bush, London in April 2012, and also get 1 16-year-old girl to dress in a schoolgirl's outfit and then video her in unlawful acts. Watkins was initially sentenced to 29 years in prison, and the judge granted an extended licence of an additional 6 years, pushing it up to 35 years. Watkins will have to serve at least 2/3 of his sentence before he is eligible for parole, meaning he won't get out until sometime in 2033 when he is in his 50s. In March 2018, Watkins was found with a mobile phone. He was accused of using the phone to maintain contact with a girlfriend outside of prison, but he denied the charge, claiming it did not belong to him, but to 2 inmates who forced him to hide it for them. He refused to give their names, citing fear of a violent retribution. A charge for the phone was also found in his cell. Watkins claimed he still received fan mail from Lostprophets fans, and the men wanted him to help them take advantage of the women, writing in as a revenue stream. After a 5-day trial at Leeds Crown Court in August 2019, he was convicted and sentenced to a further 10 months in prison to run consecutively with his existing sentence. On the morning of the 5th of August 2023, Watkins was taken hostage and stabbed by 3 other inmates at HMP Prison Wakefield, which is also known as Monster Mansion, and he was freed by prison officers 6 hours later. Police later confirmed his injuries were not life-threatening. A report by the IPCC watchdog found several missed opportunities in the investigation of Watkins' case. The details of the report are as follows. An alleged victim and her parents were not visited by officers following Miss Majestic's complaint in 2008. Crime Stoppers reports from 2010 and reports from 2 witnesses in that year and 2012 do not appear to have been progressed, despite corroborating Miss Majestic's account. No actions were taken on Miss Majestic's email complaint to the ACPO inbox in 2011 that her reports had not been properly investigated. Furthermore, after the Ian Watkins case shocking revelation, several fans and retailers boycotted the band's music and merchandise. Several online retailers removed their albums from sale, and many fans took to social media to express their outrage and disgust. His bandmates disbanded Lostprophets short after his conviction and formed No Devotion with American singer Jeff Rickley. The case of Ian Watkins, a prominent figure, sheds light on the fact that child abuse can happen in any setting, regardless of social status or reputation. Now it just goes to show, no matter what your status is, what your profession is, this sort of thing goes on in every walk of life. Ian Watkins is an absolute animal, and he will be in fear of retribution throughout his prison sentence, because the other inmates will love to get a hold of the likes of Ian Watkins and act out their own prison justice so that they can be the ones that tell people or go to the media and let them know that they were the one that got a hold of Ian Watkins. It doesn't matter which prison he goes on, which protection wing he goes on, he will become under attack from the other inmates, especially the inmates that have come down from normal location and they're on protection through drug debts or whatever. These are the ones that will be waiting to attack Ian Watkins for the severe crimes he was convicted of. Now I'll leave that one there for now, people. Hopefully you enjoyed the content, and as usual, remember to comment, like and subscribe.